G'day guys, it's Corin Zenith here. Been really excited to share this brew with you guys. It's uh, it's an ale by the Abbey Leffe and the Abbey and Brewery, and they've got a few in their range, and this one is the Radieuse, I think is how they would pronounce it, which means radiance. So it's the Leffe Radiance. Um, Really excited to try this brew, guys. I went to the local liquor store and picked this up, and I'd never had an Abbey beer before. An Abbey basically means it's really old recipes that have just been carried through the generations by individuals who are part of an abbey or church, monks, and this one's from Notre Dame, France. And the guy I spoke to, I said, "Look, what's the characteristics of an Abbey style beer?" And the guy who was supposed to be the guy in the store who knew the most about beer just said to me, "Oh, they just call it Abbey because it makes it sound good and it makes it sell." Now, luckily, I did my own research after hearing what he said because there's a lot more to this beer than meets the eye. And I'll just give you a little bit of backstory before I try it. I haven't tried this yet, guys, so just so you know. Um, the Abbey is a church and a brewery, and in Notre Dame, France. And the Abbey itself. So the church was founded in 1152, but the brewery specifically has been around since approximately 1240. So quite a while. Um, During the turmoil of France, or the French Revolution, sorry, the brewery and the abbey were closed until the abbey was re-established again in 1929. And in 1952, Abbot Niges met a family of brewers, which were the Voot family, and this apparently was the beginning of a rich, courageous, and fruitful collaboration. So they both produced the beer together, which has become the well-known beer Leffe or Leffe. Um, the collaboration of the two families, they made a commitment together to honour the tradition of the Leffe beer brand, which has been brewed according to the same recipes since 1240. So there you go. Um, the abbot of the abbeys, one of the statements he made was that the Lord takes care of us, then everyone must do something to serve the community with great care and keen joy. So they've been serving their community partially by making amazing beer. Been doing that for years. So there you go. Royalties from the brewery fall into a pooling fund, and this money is shared and extended much further than just to the members of the local community. It's also used to assist lots of people that are in need all around the world, which is lovely. Um, so yeah, this beer, so the Leffe Radiant, it's a high fermentation beer. The ingredients are dark malt, corn, water, hops, spices, including coriander, and yeast, of course, which give it a bronze color. The alcohol content is 8.2, and the ideal temperature is about 5 to 6 degrees Celsius, which it should be roughly now. And Yeah, it's got a rich taste. Apparently, an earthy bouquet with a creamy foam. Has a strong taste, with fruity sweetness and a hint of roasted and dry hops as well. I don't think if I read that right, it might have been the translation roasted hops. I'm sure it just meant a hint of roastedness and the dry hops in there. The aftertaste is long and warm. This is a very complex beer, and it's apparently a beer for beer connoisseurs. So there you go. Um, let's give this a crack, guys. I'm so looking forward to it. All right. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, look at that colour. You see that, guys? Wow. Just have a look at that colour. All right, we'll give this a smell. Oh wow. Blimey heck, I just got a little hint of champagne then. It's, I can definitely smell some beautiful malt characteristics coming through there. But it's it's light, but there's some real subtle stuff coming through. Can't smell any spices yet or anything like that, but it's got a beautiful head on it. Nothing really intrusive at all. Let's give it a shot. Oh my gosh, guys, this is, oh my gosh, the carbonation on this is so light. I don't know if you can see that. Makes it creamy. The bitterness, all I can say is the bitterness comes and goes. Like it's just sort of there, then it goes away, then it's kind of there, and you're left with, in terms of aftertaste, you're left with like a tiny bit of bitterness, but then it kind of becomes almost sweet. This is delicious, guys. Seriously, this is fan bloody tastic. Oh man, you would not know that this is 8.2%. It's just, it's so, it's not complex as in, you're sitting there going, oh, there's this, there's that, there's this, there's that, there's not like such a layered effect that you're kind of sitting there scratching your head going, what's going to come next. But it's it's the complexities that are in it are so balanced. If there are at all many different layers to this, I have to say they are so well married, because it's like this. It's like, what can I say? It's almost like a taste in and of itself. It's its own taste. I've never tasted a beer like this. Um, this is better, probably in its own way, to the 14-year-old Cooper's Vintage that I had, and the Cooper's Vintage that I had is probably one of the best beers I've ever had. So that is saying something. This is now one of the best beers I have ever had to date. It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I can get a hint of coriander, maybe. Um, but oh man, this is an absolute pleasure to drink. An absolute pleasure. Cheers to the brothers in Notre Dame. That's all I can say. God bless you, fine gentlemen, and for serving the community with amazing beer. This is I mean, that was like, what did I say, 1240 or whatever it was. That this beer was probably, or the recipe to this beer was probably penned by a few monks. That's a really bloody old recipe, and this is, seriously, guys. If you can get this, I would so recommend you getting it and just enjoying it, guys. I'm almost I am almost lost for words completely. I don't know what to say. I'm not a beer connoisseur, so I'm not going to come out with any fancy sort of language and stuff. All I know is that this is a fine tasting beverage, one of the best I've ever had, and I would recommend you guys trying one of these. Definitely. This cost me probably just under six bucks, which I know is expensive, but oh my gosh, it's an experience in and of itself, guys. Just please do yourself a favor when you can. Go to the website. There's a couple of different websites. There's Leffe, leffe.com, I think. Even if you just chuck that into the Google search engine, I'll try and put the information down below here for you. And please stick around. I want to show some photos of the Abbey and the mansion, which is like a bit of a museum, paying homage to the brewery. Yeah, this is just amazing, guys. What a privilege that we can drink amazing beers like this and be blessed by that. That's just absolutely amazing. I wish there was something else I could do to describe this flavour, guys, but it is just sensational. Yeah, no fancy words here, mate. Just enjoying the beer. Cheers, guys. 17. Check out 17brewcrew.com. Enjoy yourselves, and as always, blessings to you guys and your loved ones. Take care. Cheers.